Hi everyone, it's Mie. I'm a director of education at KUPA, and this video is pre-record. So if you guys have any question, any comment, please type it into the chat room and one of us will answer all your questions. And today, I want to show you guys all the available tech tools from KUPA. Okay, first we have 4 different nippers. I'm gonna show you guys 2 different ones first. So here is a cuticle nipper, QJ. Both of them are QJ. And I'm gonna show you guys a close look like. This one, I'm holding the right side. It's a cobalt. And this one is QJ cuticle nipper. The differences between is here the brace is a little shorter on this end and right here is a little longer. So it's personal preferences, but for me I like use this one so I can go do more little details. Here I have 2 other cuticle nipper. It's Cobalt Cuticle HJ and Cuticle Nipper HJ. Here's again, differences is the brace if it's shorter or longer. And it's personal preferences, which one do you want to use? And again, I like to use a smaller brace. It's my personal preferences. And let me show you how to use cuticle nippers. As you guys all know, after the pushing the cuticle, we nip the cuticle like this. And the reason I like to use a shorter brace is when you go around the corner, you can do more detail work. And for the pedicure, sometimes you want to use like a larger braid. So just in case, like it's better to have both in your hands. Next, I'm going to show you guys the cuticle pushers. We have 6 different cuticle pusher, and these are all metals. And I'm gonna show you guys like a 2 by 2. Here I have kind of looking similar cuticle pusher. One is cuticle pusher double-ended. So this one has the pusher here, and then under nail cleaner right here. How to use it? Push the cuticle, and the other end, clean the underneath the nails. You can use manicure or pedicure. And the next one is pateri gum remover. So it looks like a similar to the previous one, the pusher and then the remover part. This is, you can of course use for the manicure, but particularly when you do pedicure, especially the client who has ingrown nails, this part is really coming in handy. You can use for hands or ingrown toenails to get rid of like a callus and everything underneath the nails. I have another 2 similar kind of looking cuticle pushers. The first one, combo pusher with scoop. So this part you can use for pushing cuticle, and then the other end, it looks like kind of like a pointy rounded shape. You can use underneath nail cleaner, and also ingrown toenails easier, but this one compared to the previous one is really pointy, the sharp edge, so you gotta be very careful, especially when it's new. And the next one is deluxe cuticle pusher. So it's both end is cuticle pusher, but here is a little bigger and then this end is smaller. So how to use is pushing cuticle, but this smaller size, when people have smaller nail bed, like width, like a pinky, it's really easy to use. And also you can use as a scoop. Let's say if you use a dipping system from KUPA and then you need to pour the powder into the tray, you can use these tools as a scoop. And my favorite pushers actually are those two. It's very easy to use, and then when you have like two of these, like it's pretty handy. These are gonna be the last two pusher tools here. One of them a pusher plus gel remover. So one end is rounded end and the other end is square. And from the side it looks like this. This one, some people prefer to use this. It's kind of easy to push the really sticky cuticle. So this one I like to use when I do pedicure. And some people's cuticle, like the corner of the cuticle, is kind of hard to get with the rounded edge. Then you can use a square edge, going to more deeper into the cuticle. And also, this one you can use when you remove the soak-off gels without damaging the natural nails. Okay. And the last one for the pusher tools, we have pedicure file double-ended. Here. So this one here has little like filing part. So when you, I'm just gonna use my nails, like for example, when you go underneath the nails, especially when you do toes, this is really useful. Like you can go underneath the nails and then take off the callus or something stuck underneath the nails. So for people who does more pedicure, this I really highly recommend to have this one. Very useful. Okay, that was all the pushers we have. And next I want to go to the tip cutter. So here I have acrylic nail tip cutter. And not only the acrylics, you can cut the tips like this. When you do tip overlay and when you already apply the glue tip on the natural nails, and instead of using a nail clipper, using this, very easy to cut a tip off. And with a nail clipper, sometimes you have to cut from side to side, and sometimes it doesn't come out straight. But with this nail tip cutter, it's really easy, and it's coming out to the straight. So if you don't have this one in your toolbox, you need to have one. And also when you're removing the acrylics, you can cut the acrylics off too. But you need to be careful, like when you cut the acrylic tip is pretty harder to cut it. So when you nip it, the acrylic tips go fly into the air. So be careful when you cut it, the acrylic tips. And for this tool, we have black and silver. So you can choose the color you like. Here I have a toenail clipper. So a lot of you guys using regular nail clipper as a tool, but Have you ever had a hard time to cut the toenails, especially the thumbnails? So when you use this tool, toenail clipper, it is actually really easy to cut the toenails, the thicker type of nails. And you're gonna go from the side. And the edge, the braids have a little slight curve, so the nail tip come out pretty straight. And sometimes with the nail clipper, you have to use a lot of strength, but with this, it's pretty easy to clip the toenails. Next, we have 3 different little scissors. And the first one I want to show you guys is nail scissors. So instead of using nail clipper, you can use this little scissors to cut the nails too. Especially like when you want to cut the nails into more precise shape, this is coming in handy. So let's say some client want a coffin shape on the natural nails. With a nail clipper, it's kind of hard to cut the corner of the nails, right? Well, but with this, like, you can see where you're cutting and it's more precise than the regular nail clipper. So I like to use this nail scissors to cut the nails actually. I don't really use regular shape of nail clipper. So I really recommend to use this one to cut the natural nails. And next, scissors. We have Cuticle scissors. I know a lot of people only use a cuticle nipper, but when you want to do more detailed work for the cuticle, you can use the cutting a cuticle like this. After pushing a cuticle, after the using a manicure bit for the e-file. So some people prefer to use the scissors, and it has a slight curve that you can see. So it's allowing you to slice the cuticle really natural and smooth. So if you're having a trouble to using cuticle nipper, try this cuticle slice scissors. The last scissors we have is arrow point scissors, and this is also curved edge. So for this scissors, how I use is when people have more higher C-curve on their nails, the hour form and C-curve right here sometimes doesn't fit perfectly for someone's nails. Then I'm gonna take this scissors out. This is the smallest brace scissors that we have from KUPA. And how you cut the form to fit into the C-curve is you just need to cut just a little curve like this. So if you use the bigger scissors than this, it is really hard to cut. And this scissors also, a curved brace, is very useful to cut the form into the C-curve shape. So that's all for the scissors we have. And here we have 3 different tweezers. first tweezer I want to show is Carved Artist Tweezer. This is my favorite tweezer. So it's looking like this. It looks like an eyelash artist tweezer, but the reason I love is especially when I pick up the crystals like this. It's literally fit really easy to pick up the crystals. Just pick up and place on, pick up. Because it's carved and then have really fine pointy tips, even the smallest size of crystals you can pick up very easy. And also you can use as the pincher tools too. All the tweezers we have you can use as a pincher too. Here we have pointed tweezer, and this one and the other one I want to show together. Here is the pointed tweezer too, but it's just different shape here. So for these two tweezers, I feel it's completely personal preference which one do you like, but as you can see it's really pointed and then fine tips. So once you drop it, it's gonna bend it. So be careful to take care of these two tools. And as I show you the other one, it is very easy to pick up crystals. There are so many ways to use a tweezer for, and probably I can make another video how to use tweezer in the different nail art style. And the other pointed tools you can use. And I really love the older tweezer from KUPA because it's really soft to close the tweezer. And I do a lot of like crystal artwork, and if the tweezer is hard, it's not like soft and then light to close it, my hands get tired of like pick up and then place it, pick up and then place. But all those tweezer is really soft and easy to use. And the last tools I want to show you guys is 4-in-1 tweezer pressure pincher tool. If you are doing acrylic sculpture or hard gel sculpture or any extension and enhancement of nails, this tool you need to have. It's a must, you have to have. So how we use it? Let's pretend this nails is just finished application. And what you want to do is see the acrylic is ready to pinch, and you just go in from here and then pinch the nails. And these tools also you can use a cuticle pusher, and right here underneath nail cleaner. And also a lot of people doesn't know this thing right here. You can measure the nail length, the extension length. So like short, medium, long, extra long, extreme long, or whatever you want to call it. You can measure the length. And also right here you can use as little file to fix it. So like I do, as most of you guys know that I do sculpt a lot, so I've been using these tools like forever, and I love these tools. Okay, so that is all the available nail tech tools from KUPA. If you guys have any questions, comment down below, and see you next week in another Facebook Live. Thank you for tuning in to KUPA Facebook Live today. If you guys still have a question, please type it into the chat room and then we will answer. And if you have more questions, you can also go to KUPA TV Instagram and you can direct message us. And all the tools that I showed you guys today in Facebook Live is available www.kupainc.com under Tech Tools. So when you want to go purchase the tools, like go to the kupainc.com. Thank you for you guys tuning in and see you in the next Facebook Live. Bye!